Hi guys, this is Omer from MMOHut.com, and I'm doing another quick weekly recap of MMO news and announcements for the week ending July 31st. It's actually the last day of the month, and as you can see from the video playing in the background, the first piece of news that we're going to take a look at this week has to do with Heroes of Newerth, and the news is that Heroes of Newerth officially goes free-to-play. The game went free-to-play on July 29th. The game originally launched as a buy-to-play game, but is now free-to-play. Now, free-to-play users have access to 15 playable heroes, which rotate the same way champions do in League of Legends. Now, heroes can of course be purchased in the game store using silver coins, which are earned simply by playing games, or gold coins, which can be bought for cash. As a Han player, I'm personally really glad to see Heroes of Newerth going free to play, as hopefully the game will expand its player base this way. I'm actually not too surprised to see the game going free to play, because every other S2 game in the past, which is both Savage and Savage 2, have both gone free to play. Plus, League of Legends has been enormously popular and successful as a free to play game. Up next, guys, on July 26, 2011, a small update for the popular MMOFPS game Crossfire. The update, dubbed the July update, is now live, and it adds Chinatown, a brand new team deathmatch map, and the new M37 stakeout pump action shotgun, plus the Galili ARM assault rifle machine gun hybrid. The game's replay system has also been tweaked with an ability to rewind and fast forward. Now, this is not exactly a big update, but it's an update nonetheless. Up next, guys, an update for the naval MMORPG Uncharted Waters Online. A new nation has arrived in Uncharted Waters Online called the Ottoman Empire. Players can join this new nation as a part of a new patch released. Now, the update also introduces new Imperial quests connecting the Mediterranean and Red Seas, the new Turkish galley, the new Turkish culture, and the ability for players to find deserted islands and transform into a private farm. The next bit of news, guys, comes on July 27, 2011. Area Games' mobile-style MMO Realm of the Titans begins its closed beta testing phase. The game features 5v5 arenas across 2 PvP maps. Being that the game is a mobile-style MMO, it plays a bit like League of Legends and Rise of Immortals. Next up, guys, on July 28th, 2011, the Asda 2 receives its first major update. The game's level cap has been raised from 50 to 55, and the new continent called Infernos has been added. Faction wars are also available for players above level 50, where honor points can be earned and can be spent in the game's honor shop for premium items. Up next, guys, on July 28th, JoyMax announces a release date for the Silkroad Online's 8th expansion, dubbed Temple of Jupiter. The Mysterious Temples of Jupiter, my bad. The update is set to launch on August 2nd and will raise the level cap by 10 to level 120, as well as adding new skills to the game and 60 new quests for players to enjoy. For those that haven't heard of Silkroad Online, the game is fairly old, but it's incredibly popular. I mean, this is the game's 8th expansion, and more are always on the way. Up next, guys, is a bit of sad news from the folks over at Games Campus. Their game, Legend of Edda, is unfortunately shutting down, but don't worry, it's shutting down temporarily, and it'll be shutting down on August 26th. Now, what Games Campus came out and said was Iosoft, the game's developer, has been redeveloping and re-improving Legend of Edda for a future release. Now, Games Campus said they're going to shut the game down temporarily to fix things up and relaunch it, but unfortunately that relaunch could take a while. In fact, they said Q1 2012, so that's early 2012 for the relaunch to actually come about. And again, the game will be shutting down on August 26th. The next bit of news, guys, comes on July 28th, and the news is that Rusty Hearts begins its closed beta testing phase. And as you can see from the video playing in the background, the game is an action-packed 3D side-scrolling, not really side-scrolling, but somewhat side-scrolling action MMORPG, published by Perfect World Entertainment. Now, gameplay-wise, the game is a lot like Dungeon Fighter Online as well as Vindictus, but with its own distinct art style. Now, there is no open beta date set in stone yet, but the game's closed beta is a bit restrictive, but it's still cool to check the game out. The game's max level in the beta is only level 20. The next and last bit of news this week, guys, that the Act 11 for Dungeon Fighter Online is now live. Act 11 is called Wrath of Kazan, which empowers the Berserker, a subclass of the Slayer, and revamps the skill trees for Slayers, Fighters, Priests, and Mages. Also including the update is a new feature for the game called Character Link, which allows higher level players to link with lower level players to give them bonus experience. Along with the update, next time release some really cool statistics about Dungeon Fighter Online and how popular the game has been worldwide. Apparently in China, the game has 2.6 million players online at once, which shatters all records for the most popular game ever. It actually makes the game more popular than World of Warcraft in China, probably worldwide overall too. The total number of registered users is over 300 million for DFO too. That's actually really incredible. Well, guys, that's it for MMO news, but as for upcoming games, we have nothing. But as for games that recently launched, guys, we have Dragon's Nest, well, Dragon Nest, singular, not plural, from Nexon, which went into open beta on July 26, 2011. And for those that haven't heard of the Dragon Nest, it's basically a Vindictus style game, except with more anime-inspired graphics. More so cutesy anime-style graphics, that is. The game's open beta test raises the level cap to 24 and adds new dungeons, new bosses, and a new guild system to the game from the closed beta. But anyway, guys, that's it for new MMO news and announcements for the week ending July 31st, 2011. Now, if you want to read about or learn more about any of the news mentioned in this video, simply head on over to MMOHut.com/news. If you want to discuss anything in this video, simply head on over to MMOHut.com/forums. Anyway, guys, it's Omer, signing off.